What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 503 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 13 of NGW. Topher, Hardline, Jaden, Vic, MG, Killa. Glad to see y'all. We are here on our new NGW day, of course, the rescheduled CMV. Fusions still on Monday. NGW for now on will be on. Genesis will be on Saturday. And we are, of course, in the shadow, no pun intended here, of Ascendant 6. That is just under 3 weeks away, the 11th, 12th, and 13th of August. But we kick off a great show tonight that features a Rising Star Championship match in the main event, as we get a first-time encounter and a dream match for Jaden Shadow, as he is going to be taking on Jacob Anderson, the charismatic blue-haired boy. Blue-haired? What am I, Southern all of a sudden? Blue-haired. Ascendant 6 attires are due by the 8th of August, which is the Monday before Ascendance weekend. But along with that Rising Star Championship matchup in the main event tonight, guys, we also got the first ever steel cage match on NGW, as the rivalry between Brett Curtis and Michael Boom will hopefully come to an end. Bad blood has boiled over, and they're going to settle things once and for all. What up, good guy goat? Little baby. Wait, good guy goat is goat? Huh? How could I possibly have known? Jaden Shadow definitely has not made his run at NGW any easier on himself, making a good few enemies, including Jaden Shadow here. He's also been going back and forth with Dylan Vincent, and just earlier today got into a huge Twitter war with Brett Curtis, actually challenging each other to a matchup on next week's NGW, and then Mr. Extreme came into the mix. So Jaden Shadow definitely is a very confrontational superstar. But tonight he's looking to check off Jacob Anderson from his hit list, if you will. Challenged Anderson to this matchup a couple of weeks ago. Anderson, of course, one of the newest arrivals to NGW, made his debut just a couple of weeks ago with a loss to Andrew McKenzie. Last week was supposed to do battle with William Sullivan, but Andrew McKenzie again attacked both Anderson and Sullivan, but luckily they won't have to deal with him anymore, as Andrew McKenzie has been released. So now Anderson does not have to look over his shoulder. He can focus here on Shadow. What up, Hellish? Really, is Hunter Blackburn doesn't seem like the kind of guy that really cares about money to me. Imagine Hunter Blackburn at the bank, cashing a check. So here we go, our opening matchup. Jaden Shadow with some slick-a-doo digs on him here, taking on the charismatic man himself, and calling up a time middle of the ring. Both these guys pretty much, looking at them right now, exactly the same when in terms of height and weight. So might get a pretty fair matchup. I can't really speak on Jacob Anderson's style this far because he's only had one match. But Jaden Shadow definitely he's one of the, well, now I guess he and Jacob, one of the smaller men on NGW, but very quick though. Got to keep your eye on him. This is the first matchup, Mark. Not late at all. My fine feathered friend, and what up, Quincy, as well. Excited to see the debut of Walter Bollet today. Actually, that's up next, the match after this. Newcomer debuting, Walter Bollet, going to be taking on Gary Reed. Nice Michinoku driver there by Jacob Anderson. Nice swinging into the chest, gonna knock Anderson off his feet. Tries for a stop, but missed it. Gets that kick to the back though. Elbow straight to the face there by Anderson. Now gonna charge and a nice jumping complete shot. Shout out to Elijah Stewart. A little bit of good vibes. Counters the Irish whip. Shoulder thrust gonna knock Jacob Anderson down to the outside. Last time, of course, we saw Shadow in action. He was a part of that eight-pack challenge it was to crown the next challenger for the Rising Star Championship, which obviously ended up being won by Hunter Blackburn. It came down to Blackburn and Shadow after they worked together to eliminate Dylan Vincent, and Hunter Blackburn gets that championship opportunity tonight in our main event. Of course, challenging the current champion, Drake Dunn. And look at that athleticism by Jaden Shadow on the outside. Takes Anderson down, but Anderson gets right back up. Punch to the back of the head now. Going to try to take him back into the ring before the count out here. I'm back into the ring just for the count of 7. Luckily, this matchup won't be tainted by a count-out finish. And now a flatliner. Seems to me like Jacob Anderson enjoys a good face buster, various face buster. Ooh. Type of maneuvers. Now going after Jaden Shadow's arm. It's going to Irish whip him into the corner. From behind comes the charismatic one up top. This is not a place that Jaden wants to be. Jacob Anderson's going to hit something big that very well could bring the end of this matchup. A back suplex setup right onto the neck, lands Shadow, and that looked like it hurt, even hurt Jacob Anderson. Struggling to get back up to his feet, clutching at his lower back. Goes to the pin now, and Anderson hoping to finish off Shadow here in our opening matchup of the night. Like I said, up next we have a debut. Walter Bowleg going to be taking on Gary Reed. Then, of course, the steel cage will descend upon the ring, as Brett Curtis and Michael Boo will do battle once again. We also got Cam Harris of the upper echelon, former Rising Star champion, taking on the coach, Dave Daniels. Moves out of the way of that kick to the back, and a beautiful little spinning sit-out powerbomb. Jacob Anderson has done a very good job these past 5 minutes or so of controlling this matchup, but not allowing Shadow to get any offense in. I don't know. Okay, that was weird. Just wanted to get a quick view from the second turnbuckle, I guess. Now got to spread the legs. Stomp right to the gut. And the tweet here, guys, from a unknown handle says, NGW be aware, the American Ghoul is heading your way. So perhaps a newcomer looking to arrive in NGW. Very cryptic tweet. Nice counter right there by Jaden Shadow. That's exactly what it needed. Reverse DDT, slaps a tit on the way down. Up on the 1D. That was a straight bitch slap by Jaden Shadow. Never claimed to be a nice guy. Like I said, very confrontational. Jaden Shadow been a part of the new NGW since the first episode. So 13 episodes. He's definitely made a lot of enemies. And that's really going to, might not pay off very well for him next week, because what went from him versus Brett Curtis one-on-one, it then went to a triple threat with them and Mr. Shreve, and now general manager of NGW, Ken Donahue, told me earlier tonight that it's going to be a fatal 4-way, as Dylan Vincent will be added to the mix, another one of Shadow's current rivals. That single knee right there to the kidneys, and Shadow gonna go for that single leg hiding now. Well, you see Jacob Anderson moved out of the way. Shadow desperately trying to regain his balance, flailing all over the place, just throwing his body weight, trying to escape. Look at that though, a little bit quicker, and the one kick KO takes down the charismatic kid. Wrong time to taunt though, Jaden, or perhaps it's the right time. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see. Clothesline again. Ducks the clothesline, rebounds off the ropes, and a pop-up drop kick. Nicely done right there. Standing double boot stop. Will he pull a vintage Borton? Nope. We don't get the kick to the chest. But Jaden now has Jacob Anderson over his shoulders. Torture axe setup. Psycho driver. Shades of CMV Hall of Famer Dave Turner with that one. Trip up though by Jacob. Know that Dave Turner likes to work with the NGW rookies in the Performance Center, so maybe he taught Jaden a thing or two. Gave him some pointers, letting him use the Psycho Driver. Well, look at that right there. Stalling vertical suplex by Jacob Anderson, not letting this matchup slip away from him so quickly. And look at that. Knows that he's in trouble, so Jacob Anderson gonna clutch big, trying to finish off Jaden with the end of Heartache. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Anderson, just like that, takes the win as Jaden Shadow was coming back, building his way to a victory. Anderson shuts him down with a brutal-looking end of Heartache. Well, this was Jaden Shadow's one of his dream matches. It was definitely a good match, and Jaden not looking to show any hard feelings, offers a handshake, and Anderson going to accept. Well, next week, Jaden's got his work cut out for him. He'll be involved in a fatal four-way with Brett Curtis, Mr. Extreme, and Dylan Vincent, but a nice handshake. A good match, but it is Anderson who stands tall, picking up his first win in NGW. He is drenched in sweat, my goodness. Bake me, you Krispy Kreme donut. All right, guys, up next, our second matchup of the night. Going to feature a debut at NGW. Walter Bolay looking to show us what he's worth. He'll be taking on the Dragon, Gary Reed. Yeah, when this matchup was first announced, it was supposed to be Eddie Larson making his debut against Walter Bolay, but then Eddie Larson earlier tonight came out here at the top of the show and instead decided he wanted to make his grand debut at NGW's first pay-per-view in 2.5 months, NGW Departure. And he called out Gareth Northgate, actually, the newest member who last week defeated 3 local talents in a handicap match. So Eddie Larson has been pulled from this matchup and replaced by Gary Reed, perhaps one of the most dangerous men in NGW today, a man who has broken 2 arms, ended 2 careers since coming to NGW. Twisted and Chase Matthews have both felt the wrath of Gary Reed. Will Walter Bolay in his first matchup be the next man added to the list? We're about to find out right here, right now. Gary Reed, of course, was in the finals of the NGW Championship Tournament. He fought Jay Money to crown the new NGW champion. It seems like since he lost that match, he's become more vicious. And it was last week that Ryan Riley, the current NGW champion, retained his title in that triple threat against Jay Money and Joey Diaz, guys. And speaking of, we have a tweet here from George King who says, I don't know why people would want to watch this fake NGW. And that's been George King's kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? The thing he's trying to rally around in the build to his match against Ryan Riley at Ascendant 6. George King saying this is a fake NGW, that he is the real NGW champion, and that he'll be looking to prove it at the shows against Ryan Riley. But of course, in the meantime, guys, do have some big news from the general manager office. Ken Downey has announced that the next man in line for a shot at the NGW Championship will be none other than TZ Mass, who, of course, last week had defeated Mr. Extreme. And Mass will be receiving his championship opportunity, the NGW after Ascendance. So that is in 3 weeks. Ryan Riley currently has to focus on George King, but he better be weary of TZ Mass, as here comes Walter Bolay, newcomer to NGW. Yo, what is up, Remy Too Rude, my friend? Welcome to CMV and NGW episode 13, our second match of the night still to come up next after this, the first ever steel cage match in NGW history. As we will see the rivalry between Brett Curtis and Michael Boom finally brought to an end. And of course, in our main event, Rising Star Championship going to be on the line. Hunter Blackburn challenges Drake Dunn for the championship. Somebody's calling me right now, and the screen's not coming up, so I can't ignore it. Hello. There we go. Oh my God! Matchup gets underway, and the rookie Walter Belay immediately charging Gary Reed, taking him down with a monkey flip. Hey, speaking of Hunter Blackburn, perfect time to have brought him up there, because he tweets out saying, "A man who calls himself a king is even worse than a snake. Stay on unmatched. I'll come for you eventually." So targeting George King with that tweet was Hunter Blackburn. He better stay focused on Drake Dunn tonight, though. Gary Reed now has taken control from Walter Belay, who, as you can see right out of the gate, very menacing figure, very thick and very hairy. Nice little T-bone suplex there, though. He has got to watch out for that rolling armbar of Gary Reed's, though. It has broken two men's arms. Both Twisted and Chase Matthews had their NGW careers ended by Gary Reed. Nice knee across the chest by Belay. And in the corner, thumbs down, Walter perhaps already calling for the end of this match. Forcing Gary Reed to stay at approach, randomly shooting up to 17 viewers all of a sudden. Hello, hope you're all enjoying. Punch to the midsection by Gary Reed, closes the distance, caught with a snap German, but then counters that into a nice arm drag. The Dragon going right after that arm was only a matter of time, starting to soften it up in anticipation to lock in that rolling arm bar. There you go, right back on the attack like a hound, like a shark, if you will, smelling the blood in the water. And look what he's doing now. Oh my God, just stomping on the bicep of Walter Belay. The damage done to the arm there. Lateral press, only a 1 count. Irish whip rebounds. Does Gary Reed? Walter waits for him on the rebound. Nice little clothesline. That's how quick and deadly Reed is, who is perhaps, I'd say, one of the most ripped, like I'd say toned, defined men we have in NGW. You can literally see how he's literally shredded. It's almost kind of gross, honestly, but Gary Reed's not here to be attractive to anybody. He's here to win matches. Definitely building his way back up to a championship opportunity. Nice missile dropkick, though, by Walter into the pin, but not even a 1 count. Dragon screw by the Dragon. Spent his early days wrestling in Japan, adopted the strong style. Along with his submission game, he is a nasty striker. There he goes after that arm again, literally just stomping on the wrist. Nice counter, though, by Belay. That's exactly what he's got to do. Keep Gary Reed at a distance, not allowing him to get in close, because if he doesn't get in close, then he can't lock in that armbar. And ooh, nice T-bone. And look at this, Walter, the rookie, the newcomer, looking for his debut victory, and he's going to lock in a Kimura. Walter Belay with a Kimura locked in, and Gary Reed taps. That is not what I expected to see. Walter Belay, who had his arm ripped apart the entire match, locks in a Kimura to pick up the victory in his debut. And Gary Reed, maybe impressed by the newcomer, that he was able to tap him out, offers a handshake, and Belay gonna accept maybe a partnership. We know that NGW Tag Team titles are coming to NGW soon. So Gary Reed showing respect to the newest addition to the NGW roster. Reed has never tapped out. Impressive win for Walter. It has been a very respectful night so far, but I'll tell you this matchup, the first steel cage match in NGW history. Well, Michael, you see, is ready for a war. Exactly what this match should be. The bad blood between Bret Curtis and Michael Boom has been going on for over a month at this point, and it is finally time to end it. Every time they've come to blows, Bret Curtis has managed to worm his way to a victory using whatever means necessary, but tonight he is on his own. No AJ Andrews to help him out. No Gareth Northgate to help him out. These two men going to be locked inside of a steel cage. Well, let's not forget, guys, in our co-main event, Cam Harris will be taking on the coach Dave Daniels in our main event Rising Star title on the line. Hunter Blackburn challenges Drake Dunn, but Bret Curtis with a new look as the specialist, he calls himself. From the back, makes his way towards the ring. Guys, remember, in a steel cage match, the only ways to win are by pinfall submission or climbing up and over the cage with both feet touching the outside. Guys, I did just touch on during that last matchup, NGW tag team titles are coming to NGW soon. We know that an NGW women's division will be coming next season, but Ken Donahue has told me that he's got a big announcement regarding the NGW tag team titles taking place after tonight's main event. What does the GM have up his sleeve? This motherfucker won't stop calling me. You got to imagine that the winner of this matchup will be in good standing for a shot at either the Rising Star or NGW Championship. As talked about earlier, though, TZ Mass is the next in line. In 3 weeks, the NGW after Ascendant 6, he will challenge Ryan Riley for the title. NGW, though, is sort of invading Ascendant 6 a little bit. We know that there is a plethora of NGW superstars who will be involved in the third annual Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. We also know that Joey Diaz will be in the 8-man heavyweight championship ladder match. And of course, Ryan Riley will be taking on George King. I've also been told that a Rising Star championship match will take place at Ascendant 6. So that is even bigger news for Hunter Blackburn and Drake Dunn. The winner of that will defend the title at the Show of Shows. And here comes the psychotic, the deranged, the basket case, Michael Boom, coming ready for a war here with this getup. I don't even know how to explain it. Oh, it's not just 3 days, Bateman. It is an entire week. Because Monday's going to be Fusion and NGW. Tuesday will be so it's the 8th of August will be Fusion and NGW. The 9th will be Genesis. The 10th will be and the 10th and 11th wait, 8th, 9th. Wait, I'm stupid. That's the 11th. Friday's the 10th. 9th. So it's the 6th. The 6th of August, my bad, will be Fusion and NGW. The 7th will be Genesis. The 8th will be reruns of the past Ascendances, the Ascendance Eye. And then the 9th, Friday, someone, I will not spoil who just yet, will be inducted into the CMV Hall of Fame. And then the 11th, 12th, and 13th will be the 3-day run, the pre-shown panel, day 1 and day 2. So there's going to be an action-packed week, as what is sure to be an action-packed match here gets underway. And a code breaker right there by Bret Curtis. Love these two new looks on both men. By the way, Ghost. Can you imagine if he beats him out? That would be the greatest finish ever. Lateral press, but a quick kick out, as expected. Knee to the midsection, kick across the chest, elbow to the side of the head, kicks out the knee, and a knee to the side of the head. Brett Curtis proven to be deadly. I really like this new Brett Curtis look he's got going on. Shaved his hair. He had a man bun before. Switched from tights. He's looking good, I gotta say. Michael Boom, though, obviously doesn't care about looking good. More like looking intimidating. Probably had to have gotten under the head a little bit of Brett Curtis with that entrance. But again, you can only win by pinfall submission or escaping the cage. Beautiful combination by Michael Boom, and then a leg drop. Michael Boom yet to be victorious here in his NGW run, and that's thanks in large part to Brett Curtis, who has screwed him time and time again. Nice reversal there into a Northern Lights suplex. Yeah, definitely Norman Cottonbelly going into the Hall of Fame. Swing and reverse STO there by Brett Curtis. And guys, by the way, like I said, new CMV schedule. So Monday is still Fusion. Obviously today, Tuesdays from now on will be NGW. Saturdays will be Genesis. This Saturday, guys, following Genesis, in case you're interested, will be the second annual Tournament of Souls, which has nothing to do with CMV. But it's a tournament we did last year, had a lot of fun with. So that's going to be a little special after this Saturday. Little quick plug. Look at Brett Curtis with some unique offense. Double knees to the midsection twice. Working those ribs. You know, I think that if I was ever in a steel cage match, you know, I've been lucky enough in the 4 years of, 3.5 years CMV's been going on to never have to step into a ring. And I hope I never have to. If I was in a steel cage, I'd probably go after the legs of my opponent so that they can't climb the cage. That would just be my strategy. Elbow to the midsection right there. Nice neck breaker by Michael Boom to battle his way back, and a boom! Big old knee to the face. If you have not seen the first Tournament of Souls, go back and watch it because it was the greatest thing ever. Topher, post that link because you got to experience it, all right? You had myself, Batman, Trizzy on commentary, even Tim for a minute. It was very fun. And here you got a leg stretch being applied. Simple reversal by Brett Curtis to get out of it. Irish whip now into the corner from behind, getting a good look at that ass. Now getting a good look at the front. Ooh, yes! What a phenomenal standing German suplex. And that tippy toe bridge to pin only got Brett Curtis a 1 count, but swinging into the chest, and it looks like Michael Boone trying to thrive with the energy of the NGW universe a little bit, get himself going. A second wind, if you will. Forearm smash. Forearm smash again. Out of the corner. Clothesline. And Bulldog. Michael Boom is rolling. Can he roll all the way to his first NGW win? Super kick now, right up under the chin. Michael Boom has got Curtis exactly where he wants him here, guys. Curtis has got to do something quickly to turn the tide, and he does right there. Elbow to the midsection. Now charges, but gets caught in a front headlock. Punch to the back of the head. Michael Boom wants this win more than anything. Cannot afford another loss to Brett Curtis. Curtis, though, not going down so easy. Forearm smash to the side of the head. Going to rock Michael Boom momentarily. Allows Brett Curtis to get off an Irish whip to the corner. Now slowly approaching. But again, Michael Boom so quick. Great reflexes on the basket case. Vertical suplex. And keep in mind, inside of a steel cage, the cage can also be used as a weapon. We recently saw that. What was that match? I think it was it Andrew Briggs versus Harvey Hastings? Oh! Senton by Michael Boom. 1, 2, 3. No! Wow. The referee has to count the pin from the outside of the cage for whatever reason, so it's kind of skewed. Very close call there, though, for Michael Boom. And even though he didn't get it, takes a quick second. Catches his breath. Now, Brett Curtis, face down in the top turnbuckle. Busts Boom wide open, though, with that elbow to the face. Michael Boom with the blood dripping down his face. Nonchalant like it ain't no thing but a chicken wang. You ask me, though, shouldn't be taking Brett Curtis so lightly. He should know better that Curtis has 2 victories over him. Super kick again, this time caught, though, and countered by Brett Curtis. Hook to the jaw. Curtis from behind, tying up the arms. Looks like a Slate by Slate, a.k.a. a Dream Street. I'd say so. What up, Crispy? Knee to the side of the head. Look at Brett Curtis now at this point, just getting vicious. The bad blood between these two is overflowing, and the tension, you could cut it with a knife. Michael Boom starting to bleed profusely, and Brett Curtis decides to capitalize. Looking to bring things to an end. Ooh! TKO. 1, 2, 3. Brett Curtis once again gets the better of Michael Boom. Inside of the steel cage for the last 10 minutes, it was looking like Boom had this match in the bag. Thought it might be over right here after the senton. Look at the height he got on that. But Curtis comes back, hitting perhaps one of the greatest TKOs I have ever seen. Well, at least we got a definitive decision between these two. Every time they fought prior, something dirty happened to get Brett Curtis the win. This time he did it on his own, though, so you got to give him props. Brett Curtis, the specialist, specializing in beating Michael Boom, it seems. Look at the footwork. Brett Curtis is very excited. Well, the question is now, what's next for Michael Boom? After suffering this slew of losses, can he come back? We'll have to wait and see. Don't question Xander Slate's nationality, okay? He's not just Italian. Mainly Italian. But he's also some other stuff that I forget. It's in his bio on our website. His full name is Alexander Mortali, okay? Well, guys, up next is our co-main event, and still to come in our main event. Hunter Blackburn will look to humble Drake Dunn and bring him to nature's end to become the new Rising Star champion. Now that we know the Rising Star champion will defend the title at Ascendant 6, the risks are even higher. But first, former Rising Star champion with his upper echelon brothers at his back, Wolf Ward and Eli Park, going to take on the coach, Dave Daniels, who was suffering a loss a couple of weeks ago to Dylan Vincent, looking to hope to bounce back in this one. Whereas Cam Harris, of course, Wolf Ward and Eli Park definitely embarrassed last week. They suffered a loss to Anthony Hunt in that 1v3 handicap match after Hunt's partners, Dylan Vincent and Stevie Wizard, were nowhere to be found. A lot of people suspect the upper echelon, but Cam Harris swears up and down it was not them. I have been told, though, that Stevie Wizard returns to action next week, so we'll see what he has to say. Maybe he knows what happened. Obviously, he should know what happened. There they are, the Sin City Savior, Cam Harris in the middle of the one in action. The MMA star, Will Ford to his left, and his personal bodyguard, Eli Park, to the right. The upper echelon looking to prove to the NGW universe that they are just that, the best of the best that NGW has to offer. With the news that the NGW tag team titles are coming soon, you gotta know that, yep, Wrestling has got their eyes on them. Don't know which two members would try to vie for the belts. Again tonight, immediately following the main event, General Manager Ken Donahue has got something to say, an announcement regarding the tag team titles. And look at that, here comes the coach. Dave, he's gonna run over Will Ford. Woo! Close, cutting it close. Coming in on his quad, Coach Dave Daniels. Look at that bubble jacket. Dave Daniels, like I said, suffering a loss a few weeks ago. Taking a break from his unending training in order to come and whoop some ass here in our co-main event. So here we go, Cam Harris, the ultra jacked Dave Daniels, but for being so jacked, was just about to say extremely athletic as well. One of the shorter men you'll see, but do not underestimate him. As Yoda would say, judge me by my size, you should not. Side of headlock now, look at that. Swift takedown. A wrestling aficionado is Dave Daniels. You do not want to mess around with him on the mat. Hey, that's his personal quad, all right? NGW did not pay for it. Well, Dave Daniels definitely getting a very not so warm introduction to that top turnbuckle. And there's Cam Harris flying through the air with that springboard crossbody. The former Rising Star champion gets caught with a jawbreaker. Dave Daniels been in CMV nearly this entire season. Really, as of yet, hasn't been able to garner enough wins to get any sort of championship opportunity or truly be recognized. So gonna want to try to start that right here. Cam Harris, though, especially with his boys ringside, not looking to let that happen. You just call Brian Cage fat? I don't know if that's factually correct. Kick to the midsection, and look at those kicks to the, oh my God, right to the side of Harris. Those were deadly, and here comes again the wrestling expertise. Kick up to the thigh, and Dave Daniels doing a very good job of targeting every single part of Cam Harris's body, not just focusing on a singular area. Up to the top rope now, and Harris perched high with a, wow, perhaps one of the greatest elbow drops I've seen in recent memory. Ever since Nopo Martini doesn't do it anymore, but he's probably my favorite elbow drop of all time. Well, no, I might have to get that to the Nacho Man, Andy Savage. Never forget, right, Topher? Up into the powerbomb position, and look at that buckle bomb by Cam. Trip up by Double D. The coach coming back strong. Stomp to the arm. Kick to the gut. So there you go. Cam does not stay down for all too long. Snap over the shoulder. Straight slap across the face. Hook to the jaw. Caught though by Daniels. Forearm smash. And there's the spear. Shredded wheat. And the backflip. Here comes Will Ford. Trying to interfere. Trying to help out Harris. But Dave Daniels ain't paying no mind. That fall away slam by Double D. Wow. Will Ford just pulled referee Perry White out of the ring. That should be an immediate ejection. Will Ford should definitely be ejected. Here it is. Will Ford is out of here. Will Ford has been ejected after pulling referee Perry White out of the ring, saving Cam Harris. Now Harris has an opportunity to come back, but he's also now ejected. Eli Park, though, still ringside. Is Eli Park black? I honestly don't know if Eli Park is black. I can't really tell. Oh, but another spear shredded wheat. version 2. If Eli Park is blazed up very. Look at this now. Eli Park trying to do the same that Will Ford did. Another fall-away slam by Dave Daniels. No bridge this time. He's too tired. And Eli Park now distracting referee Perry White. Come on, should have just ejected Park along with Ford. Oh, and there goes Park now ejected, yes! Referee Perry White finally showing some backbone when it comes to the upper echelon. Now Cam Harris is all by himself, no more saves. Twice he should have been beaten in this matchup, and twice he was saved, but now he is all on his own. But it might have come too late. Standing sea fire by the Sin City Savior. Dragged by arm and leg for a pin attempt. Only a 1 count though. And I think Cam just turned to realize that the upper echelon is gone. No Will Ford, no Eli Park. Here we go, Cam with this vicious hammerlock DDT of his. Looks to seal the deal. 1, 2, but just a 2 count. Dave Daniels ain't having it, ain't getting screwed. Out onto the apron, Cam Harris beckons for Daniels to rise to his feet through the air. The Sin City Savior with a textbook blockbuster. Seated position. Up on the one knee, Cam Harris currently having his way in control. Just as I say that, drop toe hold, and Dave Daniels takes back the driver's seat. We just hit the 50-minute mark on this episode. I feel like it's been over an hour. Still our main event to come, of course. Hunter Blackburn challenging Drake Dunn for the Rising Star Championship. But after Dave Daniels should have won this matchup twice already, Will Ford and Eli Park have been ejected. Can Cam Harris steal the winner? Well, Dave Daniels. Oh, a third shredded wheat. Big spear cutting Cam Harris in half. And there we go. A quick, swift hip toss, takedown, kick to the gut though, caught dragon screw. That was Cam Harris earlier in the matchup. Dave Daniels did a backflip. Cam Harris proven to be equally as agile with that like front handspring. Look at that, nice counter by Dave Daniels. But here goes Cam to the top rope, and Daniels unaware that Cam has recuperated. Double axe handle. Now Cam with a hook to the jaw, but it's caught by Dave Daniels. Forearm smash, the coach. Spinning soul kick. Cam, though, a bit quicker on that exchange. Dropped face first on that top turnbuckle. That's going to put him in La-La land on spaghetti legs. Crack to the jaw and a second standing sea fire. Dave Daniels not quitting. Does not give in easily, I should say. Oh, but no! Cam Harris sees his opening and takes it. Hammerlock DDT again. 1, 2. Are you kidding me? Cam Harris. All the saves by Will Ford and Eli Park now might be for nothing because Cam cannot find a way to put down Dave. Kick to the shoulder. But the coach, even though he was able to kick out of that second hammerlock DDT, he is hurt and you can tell. Here's Cam trying to keep control and his possession with this resting hold, inverted chin lock, but Dave Daniels breaking free soon after. And here we go, man. This is what makes me such a big Dave Daniels fan. Look at him go. You wouldn't expect someone like him to do something like that. Now here comes Dave. Getting fed up with the antics of the upper echelon, and Cam Harris. Straight headbutts. That kick, though, Cam Harris sees it coming, moves out of the way, does not see that. Stomp to the quad coming, look at these knees to the back. Dropped into a reverse DDT. Dave Daniels barely able to stand afterwards, though. Can he bring home the victory? Cam Harris again. Escaping. Reverse DDT, drop down. Yeah, this matchup, no matter which way it goes, is going to be tainted, but it has been very good thus far. Dave Daniels going for a Muda lock? The coach with a Muda lock here on Cam Harris. Cam maybe about to tap, nope, breaks the hold, able to roll out to safety. Now he closes back in. And as Dave was getting back up, not prepared for a third hammerlock DDT. 1, 2. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Dave Daniels kicks out of a third, and Cam Harris is getting miffed at this point. Do not blame him. I would be furious. Now it is Daniels. Definitely that whey protein helping out Double D. Big time double boot stop. Okay. Cam Harris maybe a bit out of it at this point. Oh, Dave! Fallaway slam, numero tres. 1, 2, 3, and Daniels. The absolute GOAT. After Wilford Eli Park were ejected, this became a pretty awesome back and forth match with the coach with a third fallaway slam. And Bridge gets the win. Mamma mia, good match indeed. 3 hammerlock DDTs, not enough to put down Dave Daniels, but the upper echelon been struggling as of late. Even their numbers game not helping them out against the likes of Anthony Hunt and Dave Daniels. Man, look at those things. This dude is jacked. Maybe too much whey protein. All right, guys, it is main event time. Episode 13 reaches its peak, and the CMV Rising Star Championship will be decided. The news breaking earlier in the episode that the winner of this will defend the title. That is a huge opportunity, a huge honor for one of these two NGW superstars. Will it be Hunter Blackburn, or will it be the defending champion Drake Dunn? Blackburn 2 weeks ago winning an 8-pack challenge to earn this opportunity. And Drake Dunn, of course, made his debut that same episode, defeating Stevie Wizard to become the Rising Star champion. It is the Man Beast versus the next big thing. Will Drake Dunn be humbled, or will the Wild Man be tamed? Only one man before has ever been able to defeat Hunter Blackburn. That was, of course, Anthony Hunt. And don't forget, guys, after this main event matchup on our website, cmvwrestling.com, an exclusive announcement by General Manager NGW Ken Donahue regarding the NGW Tag Team titles. And there he is, the monster of a man, the grizzly, the brutish Hunter Blackburn, hailing from the deepest depths of the wilds and looking to become the next Rising Star champion. And here's a tweet from George King again. Says the NGW champion doesn't even appear anywhere on the card. Hashtag fake champion. Hashtag fake NGW. Well, George King, for hating this NGW so much, definitely likes to tweet a lot about it. Now, it's definitely, we know that the heat between these two has been building and building. Last week on the 500th episode of CMV that took place on Genesis, there was an 8-man over-the-top battle royal featuring superstars from Fusion, NGW, Genesis. The two NGW representatives were Hunter Blackburn and Drake Dunn. It came down to Blackburn and Dunn, and Blackburn eliminated the Rising Star champion. That, of course, was just Blackburn throwing Dunn over the top rope. In order to win the title here, Blackburn will have to either pin or submit Drake Dunn. And of course, Dunn does have a champion's advantage. He can retain on a countout or a disqualification. But there he is, the next big thing. Drake Dunn, the new Rising Star champion. Blackburn says that Dunn is just another snake, and that he will be humbled tonight. Dunn came to CMV and NGW for one reason and one reason only. Says he's a big fish in a small pond. And I mean, he backed it up, and his debut was only the, well, now is only one of 4 men in CMV's history to debut in a title matchup, and only one of 2 to win a title in his debut, the other being Levi Marta, who won the United States title in his debut. Can Drake Dunn keep the championship is the question. Hunter Blackburn has the strength. Drake Dunn has the speed and agility. This is the age-old contest of bigger versus smaller, David versus Goliath. Does Drake Dunn have what it takes? Will Hunter Blackburn be the one to be humbled? Now, I wasn't including on match. I was only including my side. I think there's maybe twice a person has debuted into a title match on a match. Both were actually Batman calls. Schmitty did it, and Gerald Foster, too. So 6 altogether, spanning across all of CMV. Well, there he is, the challenger, the 6'8", over 300-pound Hunter Blackburn. And there, of course, stands the next big thing. Our new CMV Rising Star champion. Only his 2nd matchup under contract with NGW. His 3rd, because he was a part of that Battle Royal, of course. His 2nd NGW match. 3rd in CMV altogether. Let's see if we can even the score with Blackburn and when it matters the most. Hunter Blackburn shown the championship. Raises the title up high for all to see. So the time for talk is over. Referee Pirouette rings the bell for what has been an awesome episode so far. Let's get it on. And Blackburn right out of the gate looking to use that strength advantage. Slamming Dunn down to the canvas. Transitions into a side headlock and a punch square to the face. Blackburn just showcasing how strong he is. Now look at this. As if Drake Dunn is a small child. Knee to the kidneys, then a Massive slam down into the canvas. This is not a good start for the champion. Now a belly to belly. My Lord, this is not, I don't know what I was expecting. This is not what I was expecting. Spear attempted, thank God Drake Dunn countered that. How awful would that have been for the Rising Star champion? Look at that now. Hunter Blackburn a bit rocked by that. Rolls back on the ring. They'll go for a waist side slam. It was looking like with a couple elbows to the side of the head. Look at that. Drake Dunn can't even grapple Hunter Blackburn. The Wild Man does not allow it. The Man Bear Pig. Caught by arm and leg. Nice little STO by the defending champion. Brings Blackburn up to his feet now, and an STO again. Showing off his own aggressive edge to the apron. Drake Dunn loves to fly through the air. Look at that. Interesting landing on the 450 splash, but a landing that certainly delivered some damage. Off the ropes now. What is Dunn looking for here? Oh! Beautiful disaster kick. Yes, please. That sent Blackburn flying. Now, Drake Dunn going to charge him, but Hunter Blackburn having none of it. Cross-legged Fisherman Buster by the challenger. Oh, I love a great, beautiful disaster kick. First time I think I've seen one in CMV. Hammer fist to the back of the head, followed by a back suplex that drops Drake Dunn right over the shoulder of Blackburn. And then just pressing his 300-plus pound frame across Drake Dunn's chest for the pin attempt. Doesn't even get a 1 count, as now Hunter locks in a camel clutch, but immediately forced to release as it was too close to the ropes. Good call by referee Perry White there. And look at this, Hunter Blackburn just treating Drake Dunn as if he's like a pesky gnat. Deadlift, gut wrench, slams. This is incredible. Hunter Blackburn is on a whole nother level. The strength that he possesses, the rugged, just viciousness that doesn't care what he has to do to beat an opponent. Jumping cutter attempted, surprisingly enough. Not expect Hunter Blackburn to do a jumping cutter. Well, you saw Drake Dunn go for like maybe a super kick there or something, but Hunter Blackburn stepped out of the way and now using the top turnbuckle there to smash Drake Dunn's face in. Dunn in the corner is in serious trouble trying to hang on to the ropes, but just goes flying with that alley-oop. And look at that now, Blackburn with his methodical side, his creepy belief system emerging in this matchup. Don't know exactly what kind of, there's no doubt it's a cult, another STO there by Drake Dunn, that Hunter Blackburn is a part of. They do like their sacrifices though, and Hunter Blackburn is looking to sacrifice Dunn to nature's end tonight, but Dunn's not having it. Double chops across the chest, big time drop kick, rebounds off the ropes, nice flying lariat. Hunter falling the wrong way there. And now the lie detector! That's what Drake Dunn used to knock off Stevie Wizard 2 weeks ago and win the Rising Star title with Blackburn. It looks like it barely phased him. Getting right back up, elbow to the side of the head, punch to the gut, kick to the gut, knee to the gut. And look at that. Incredible agility. Hurricane Rana one. Only a 1 count though. Stomp to the back, and that is perfect positioning for the Rising Star champion to try and scale to the top rope. But it seems as though Drake Dunn is not running on a whole lot of gas right now. Fumes. Sees Hunter Blackburn is getting back up to his seat, Russian leg, so he's going to put Blackburn right back down into position. This time, Drake Dunn goes for it to the top rope, slowly but surely. The Rising Star champion takes a risk, and it backfires greatly, and now might cost him. Hunter Blackburn with nature's end. 1, 2, No! Drake Dunn somehow kicks out of Nature's End. I thought for sure we were going to have a new champion. And now look at Blackburn again going back to just slowly and with purpose dismantling Drake Dunn. Now the big man with a head full of steam drops a double accidental across the face and chest. Another pin attempt lateral press. Close call there, but not going to be enough as Blackman with his hands on his hips now wondering, what do I got to do? Wait! The next big thing! Going to the top rope again. Will he try for it? No, what's he going for here? Pointing the gun at Blackburn and pulls the trigger for a phenomenal Hurricane Rana. Drake Dunn might have the best Hurricane Rana in the game, and I ain't lying. I ain't just saying that. All the Hurricane Ranas in the world not going to help you from something like that. Closed fist to the chest like a rock. The Grizzly Wildebeest Hunter Blackburn throughout this matchup has had his way with Dunn. Little spurts of offense here and there from the champion, keeping him alive, but now Blackburn bullying Dunn. That drop kick, a rare drop kick from Hunter, just about did it. I don't know how the hell Drake got out of that one. You see Hunter again from the corner with that ritualistic stare. But the time was wasted, and Drake Dunn going to utilize those precious few seconds and throw them the lie detector. A second time, Drake Dunn to the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Drake Dunn is still Rising Star champion just like that. The lie detector throwing all of Dunn's weight straight at the face of Hunter Blackburn, and Dunn surviving an onslaught from Hunter to retain his Rising Star championship. Here's where I thought it was going to be over. Drake Dunn missing his patented shooting star press. Hunter immediately after that hitting this Nature's End, which got about as close to a pin as you can get without it being 3. Also thought it might be over right here. Drop kick to the back of the head, got a 2.9 for Blackburn, but it still was not enough. And Drake Dunn with everything he had left right here throws another lie detector at Blackburn to topple, retain his CMV Rising Star Championship. That means Drake Dunn will be at Ascendant 6 in 3 weeks, defending his title against who? We will have to wait and see. But congratulations to Dunn indeed. That did not come easy. Blackburn, for lack of a better way to say it, was beating Dunn's ass. Guys, as always, if you like what you saw and you do want to see follow here, my friend, but nice to see. New schedule this Saturday will be Genesis, so I won't see you for 3 days, single tier. And we are on the road to Ascendant 6, guys. It is now just a little bit under 3 weeks away. What up to Red Antonio? If you did sign up, my friend, then I will check it out and we will see what we can do for you. But as always, drop ! Twitter, Discord in the chat to get links to our social media !join. We'll give you a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. If you want to obviously join, go ahead and do that. It'll give you the process of how to exactly get involved with us. So I will, yeah, really good show. Really, really good. It's probably my favorite episode of NGW so far. And remember, check out our website later on tonight because that exclusive announcement from General Manager Ken Donahue will be dropped regarding the NGW Tag Team titles. So I will check you guys out on the days of Saturn. See ya.